Happy Wednesday here at the Makers Gonna Learn YouTube channel. We're here at boot camp.
I mean, y'all, boot camp right after Christmas. You all are probably at home chilling out, and we're gonna craft together today, and we're gonna learn so many new things.
Totally. We're so excited to have you guys here for day 2 of boot camp. To give you guys a little refresher and reminder, we will be live here doing live giveaways, live training until Friday. We will take Saturday off, and then we're coming back to end the year together on New Year's Eve at 7 p.m. Eastern till 10 p.m. Eastern on Sunday, the 31st.
I am so excited,
y'all. It's gonna be so good.
It is honestly one of my favorite events that we have.
Oh, me too.
Is the end of year, New Year's Eve like bash.
So fun.
And y'all, we have some big
giveaways.
things.
We're bringing the wheel back for New Year's Eve. It's going to be big. We're going bigger than ever with a grand finale prize of $1,000.
$1,000.
Crazy.
That's insane.
Crazy. We're so excited, and we're just so thrilled to be able to hook you guys up with that. Also want to say congratulations to everyone saying yes to membership. We had so many yesterday say yes to membership, whether it's their first time or anything like that. It has been such a great time. If you enroll, you are committing yourself to getting a free $197 value.
I know.
Craft Hack Handbook, huge.
Huge deal.
Huge deal. If you have not heard, if you sign up for a year membership, you're getting the Master Your Cricut 30-day challenge.
Yep.
And you're getting first edition Craft Hack Handbook. This is a book and a course.
Yes.
So it's 150 of our best craft hacks that you will get access to, all right?
Yep.
So this is available for you if you say yes to the year membership by the end of the year. You're getting that, you're completing it, and you're just saying yes to membership. So we'll email you, we'll let you know if you're on our email list, reminders for that. Super fun. And we have had, I think, over 20 people claim spots in Make-a-thon, maybe more. I'm trying to see where we're at between all of the difference. So I think it's right at around 20 people just yesterday grabbed their ticket to Make-a-thon.
Yes.
So that makes it that there's only 70 spots left.
That's insane.
So 70 spots left for a free mystery box.
And to think we were not sure that we would sell
300.
I mean, it's
100,
crazy.
200.
200.
Yeah, but
we were like, 300 is a stretch. Y'all have blown us out of the water.
Totally. So there is 530 spots claimed. We only have 600 boxes.
That's it.
So if you want to say yes to Make-a-thon, which is the first weekend in March, you're going to be able to make all 4 projects with us. Our partners in this box are so excited.
Yes.
It's going to be big. So,
and you're going to get curated supplies in your mystery box for the crafts that we're going to be making. But y'all, that's not it.
Yeah.
You can purchase your ticket for Make-a-thon, get the mystery box. When you do that,
you're getting...
You get the Craft Hack Handbook too.
So any program of ours, Inner Circle, Make-a-thon, Maker's Gonna Sublimate, Maker University, or membership, you are getting the Craft Hack Handbook completely free.
Yes.
So if you're an existing member and you want the Craft Hack Handbook, you'll get it first.
Yes.
Before we release it to the public, before anything. You all that claim it during these promotions, and this is the last one we'll be having, we'll be getting the Craft Hack Handbook, $197 course for free, and there's 12 general crafts categories.
Yes.
So it is really impressive. The Make-a-thon tickets will go quick.
They will.
They'll
be gone by the end of the week if I had to guess.
Totally. So again, less than 70. If you're a member, I want to invite you to Make-a-thon because we're making 4 complete projects together. Our team is going above and beyond to over-deliver for you with this mystery box. This was a big thing that we got feedback on last year.
Yes.
They said, Tanner, we love the event. We love coming together. We love doing this together, but we're having to spend, excess dollars more than the ticket for supplies.
Yeah.
So the box is helping take away 40 to 50% of supplies you would have to purchase on your own. A lot of times, let's say a magnet sheet. Say you need a magnet sheet.
Right.
You would have to buy a pack of 8 to 10 magnet sheets. Now we're curating it in more of the quantity that you actually need.
Yes.
To help get you guys to craft more, get you more materials, and I'm excited about some of these things that are in there.
I am too, but not only that, like there are going to be things in this box that you may not have tried before,
Yes,
and there may be materials in there that you've not had the chance to purchase because you just don't want to pull the trigger because you don't know if you'd like it.
Yeah.
So the good part about this,
some of these products are high ticket.
Yes.
Multiple. I'm thinking of 2 or 3 things that are in this box that I've seen in the comments of videos we're using that they're like, I want to try it, but I don't know if I want to pay for it. What if I don't like it? How do I use it? So we're kind of bridging the gap. Like when I tell you there's some really good curations, our partners really came through with us. It's gonna be good. So again, the price is already discounted. You're already getting it for $70+ off, and you're getting the free mystery box.
And I did see someone ask where Make-a-thon was. It's gonna be here virtually. We're kind of like in between the platform that we're going to be using.
We're doing a hybrid. We're going to do hybrid,
yes.
So you'll have the ability to watch on YouTube if you want to cast it to your favorite screen, TV, anything like that. It'll be in an unlisted room on YouTube, so you'll get the link. And we will have a help desk. What do we call it? A breakout room.
Breakout room.
It'll be a breakout room hosted on Zoom. So if you're in the middle of the main stage of the class, and you're like, oh, I just need some help in design space. I just need a little more. You can go to a breakout room and get personalized one-on-one help from Makers Gonna Learn team. So it'll be fantastic. We're so excited to spend that day with you and complete 4 projects together all in one day. So love it, love it, love it. We love it. Debbie, if you have not already got emails from us, we had let everyone know who had pre-ordered a ticket to just add a mystery box if they wanted. So it's not a necessity, but it is available. I think they're $47 if you already had a Make-a-thon ticket, and that just covers shipping, things like that. So love it, and we're super excited. Now, what are we doing today?
So today we are going to talk about choosing the right file for your project.
Ooh.
So what I really want to know right now, I know yesterday you probably asked them how many people were in the comments who just got a Cricut or who are new to Cricketing world. I want you guys to drop me a heart if you are new to Cricut, or maybe you just got one for Christmas, because this is going to be one where we are going to be taking it back to the basics, talking about the differences, but at the same time, I'm going to walk you through the manipulation of these types of files and trying to decide which file do I need for which project. So, or what file type can I use for certain materials. So we are going to talk about all of those things. We may make something together. I've got 3 or 4 different blanks on the table. I've got some material in here. So it's really going to be one of those where I want you guys to feel comfortable asking the questions. Ask all the questions, because this is going to be a great live for interaction. Because we don't have a set project we're making, but the more you guys interact, ask questions, the more that we can serve you. So we just want everyone to kind of be on the same page, knowing the differences between the files, when to use them, how to use them, all the good
You get
things.
a lot of different files and a lot of capability and possibilities with Cricut, and especially when you integrate your Makers Gonna Learn membership. So we're gonna walk you through that today. We're gonna take it again back to those basics and help you really feel confident in knowing what file type to use and which one to look after. So if you're here today and you're like, Tanner, Lauren, I am a seasoned Cricut pro, go ahead and drop us a smiley face. So if you are like here and you're like, I'm new to Cricut, drop a heart. If you're new to Cricut or do not feel confident with Cricut, drop a heart. And if you are a seasoned Cricut pro, drop a smiley face, just so that we're aware of where you're at in your Cricut journey. And then I wanna let you guys know, we have made one edit to our schedule at boot camp this week. Friday, we will be doing a sublimation beginner themed show. Is it? It is Friday. So Friday, we're bringing it sublimation basics. I saw a lot of you guys get printers at the show yesterday for Christmas. So be sure to let us know, your answer in the comments down below. We're super, super excited. So yay! Love seeing it. What a great
seeing hearts
group.
and smiley faces.
Yeah, so fun. So
Love
fun.
it.
Love it.
Smiley face with heart.
Yeah, right? Sometimes in between the two. Yes, exactly. Oh, well, it's going to be such a great show. We're super, super excited. So Yay! Let us know if you have any questions about any of our programs or anything related to the membership, the website. We're going to spend quite a bit of time breaking that down today, making sure you feel super confident. And yeah, love it. So good.
Okay, if you all are ready, let's go ahead and jump into it.
Let's do it.
So you can see here on the table, I have a couple different blanks that I pulled from our supply closet. These are just different things that you might be using when it comes to cricketing and crafting and things like that. So, but our main focus today is we want to talk about the differences between the files that you are going to be using, because if you are in the crafting world, you know that there is a certain type of lingo that we use, and sometimes the new crafters can get left behind, and sometimes us old seasoned crafters need a refresher. So let's talk about the different types of files that there are. And I want to start out with an SVG. So there are really three main types. I wouldn't consider, so the three main types are going to be SVG, PNG, and then a JPEG. A JPEG is what you all are probably more familiar with when it comes to working on your computer. If you have like a photo or an image, 9 times out of 10, that is going to be what we call a JPEG image. So there are instances where you can and will be able to use JPEG images in Cricut Design Space, but 9 times out of 10, what we are going to be using are either SVGs or PNGs. Oh, yes, Colette said, were you going to pick a winner at the top of the show from yesterday's video? We did.
Yes, I was
just waiting. It's out there on a
waiting.
sticky note on my table.
Awesome. Okay, so guys, we're going to go grab our sticky note. We picked them at the top of the hour.
Yes.
Are you going to go grab that?
I will go grab it.
Perfect. So we have a giveaway winner from yesterday. If you guys remember, we were doing a Cricut starter kit. It comes with some really good goodies. We are so excited for it. So drum roll, please. If you guys don't know, by commenting each day, you get entered to win a prize. So
yes. Congratulations, Lashana Medley.
Yay!
Lashana.
Lashana. Congratulations, my friends.
Congratulations.
You just need to go ahead and email us your shipping address. hi@makersgonnalearn.com.
And then today, for commenting either live or on the recorded, tomorrow we will announce the $100 Amazon gift card winner.
Love it.
I mean, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry about that. We did 100% mean to do that. And I had it on my desk, and then just getting ready, I got distracted. So that is my fault. Now, back to the types of files that you are going to be using, and I really want to focus in today on PNGs and SVGs. Now, I said I wanted to start with SVGs. So if you are wanting to cut, let's pull out our permanent vinyl and heat transfer vinyl. So if these are the materials that if you are either wanting to use permanent vinyl or heat transfer vinyl for your project, the file type that you are going to want to choose is going to be an SVG. So what SVG stands for is a scalable vector graphic. A lot of times I like to think of an SVG as the S stands for scissors, meaning it's going to cut everything out of just the material that I choose. So that also means scalable, scalable vector graphic, also means that you can scale this image as large as you want to. It could be billboard size or as small as you want it, and it is not going to lose its integrity. It's going to have the same nice clean lines because it is scalable. So if you are wanting to work with, yes, I love the way you remember SVG and PNG. I'll get to the PNG, how I remember PNG here in a minute. So the materials that you are wanting to work with are typically vinyl or heat transfer vinyl, along with other things, but these are going to be your two main ones. If you are a Cricut beginner, you are going to want to use SVG images, okay? Now, the next type of image that you are probably going to work with a lot when it comes to Cricut Design Space is going to be a PNG. So I picked this up. A PNG, what PNG stands for is a portable network graphic. PNG files are comprised of a set number of pixels. So what that means is with PNG files, you're going to get a lot of details in these files. They're going to look more like the watercolor or the painting files. So you're going to get a lot of detail with a PNG file. How I remember when to use a PNG file is I think of the P for print, and that is when you are doing a print and cut image. So if you are working with printable vinyl, printable HTV, you are wanting to work with cardstock and print something on cardstock and cut it out. Anything that you can put through your printer, you are going to use a PNG file for, because that is a printable image. Now, one thing with PNGs that you do need to be aware of is, like I said earlier, printable or PNGs, portable network graphics, are comprised of a set number of pixels. So if the number of pixels in an image is lower, the larger you scale that, the more grainy that image is going to look.
Right.
So it has to be a certain size for it to look really, really good. Same thing when you scale it down. If you make it too small, it's like it compacts those pixels together and you get a little bit more of a fuzzy image. So just keep in mind when you are printing something, it does have a set number of pixels and you can't really stretch it and make it as like huge most of the time. Now sometimes you can if there are lots of different pixels that make up the image. Just know that with the SVG, you can, it's a scalable vector graphic, so you can make it as large or as small as you want, but a PNG has a sweet spot, as I like to call it, where the image looks the absolute best, okay? Carol says us old gals think Polaroid for PNG. So yes, I mean, same thing. There are lots of different devices that we can use to keep them separate, but like I said, SVG I think of as like slice or cutting. Scissors is the word that actually comes to mind when I think of SVG, so I know that it's going to cut everything out. And a PNG, I think of P for printer. I need to use a printable material. So, Christine says, how do you check the pixels? There's not really a way for you to like check the pixels. Just know that if you scale it super large in Design Space, you're going to be able to see it get like a little grainier. Plus, one thing that Cricut Design Space has added is there is now a little like a warning symbol that pops up if your image is more pixelated to size, and it will tell you to size it down to get the best image. Johanna asked, what is better for photos? So that is a great, great question. One of the things with photos is you're probably going to pull a photo in as a JPEG, and that's fine. That is perfectly fine to use a JPEG image in Cricut Design Space, especially if you are working with photos. But just know that JPEG is very similar to your PNG files, so you do have to print them. It is going to be a printable image. It's not going to be an image that you can cut. Okay.
You can always cut out the outline of a JPEG or PNG, but you cannot, you can turn a JPEG or PNG into a print and then cut, but when it comes to your layers and organizing them that way, there are workarounds, but it takes quite a bit of work. So just know that, like if you find an image, like a shape, for example, on Google Images or anything like that, you can bring that over to Cricut, and it can be a print and cut, it can be an outline cut, anything like that, but you really want to be working with those SVGs because they are like all organized for you and they have everything ready, which is so fun.
So
we're getting a few questions about, first of all, converting PNGs or JPEGs to PNGs. You can do that with quite a number of programs. A lot of questions I'm seeing is PNGs to SVGs. It's not that simple, my friend. So it's not as simple as saying, Lauren, I want to turn this picture into an SVG. You know, you have to have a lot of design skill.
Yes.
You have to have a lot of software.
Yes.
It's not as simple as that.
No.
You can turn a JPEG to a PNG actually really quickly. But if you're talking about any image to SVG and have your colors organized and beautiful, that's what you pay the big bucks to learn, or that's what you're paying for when you're buying amazing cut files like Maker's Gonna Learn, Cricut Access, Etsy, things like that. Great question.
So let's go ahead and hop over to the Maker's Gonna Learn website. Automatically, the first thing that I see, we're gonna use this file right here, and I'm going to show you guys, I wanna show you guys a couple things using this file, so I'm gonna download it. But first thing I wanna talk about is, let's just go to cut files. We're just gonna go back to the home page here. So when you are on the Maker's Gonna Learn website, you can see that we have so many files, y'all, lots of files. Now, one thing I want to make sure that you all understand is that if there is something that says, like, for example, this Merry and Bright, it says Merry and Bright print and cut or print and cut file, just know that that is only going to have a PNG. So let's download that. If you click this arrow pointing down, you can download it, and then I'm going to double click this, and you can see here, look at the very end of this file name. It says Merry and Bright print and cut .png. That is the only way that this file comes, because it is strictly made as a print and cut file. Because there are so many details and so many overlapping details that this would be extremely hard to make it a cut file. Automatically, you're gonna have here, this pink layer is 1, these gold ones are 2, the red is 3. You can see behind it, I can't really zoom in, but there's a black layer behind that would be 3, the and is 4, the other blue is 5, this red would be on that same one, but you can see there's gonna be at least 7 layers if you had this as a cut image, okay? So sometimes we just find it easier just to give you the print and cut instead of that and the cut image. Now this one, it does have the details. Let me find, I think the tractor, it says print and cut. Okay, Galentine Gang here, if we download it, you're going to get the print and cut and the SVG version. So you can see here that it comes in as a zip file. So we're gonna double click that. Now, here's the zip file, Galentine Gang. And it's just a PNG, huh? Well, that's okay, because I can show you guys how we can kind of manipulate it later. But anyway, you're gonna have print and cut images on our website. Let's just go over here. Now, one thing I will say, and let me make sure we're not on, oh, that's why, because we're just on the print and cut section. Guys, I'm so silly. I was in the print and cut section, so there, all of these are going to be PNG images.
Yes.
Someone asked, okay.
We've got a few questions about, you know, how to edit PNGs and make edits and things like that. When it comes to PNGs, like in this specific category,
yes,
you're going to see that they're going to have, and Lauren, you can give your input and correct like how I'm going to phrase this. Like if you wanted to take your gnome and change the like the hat color,
yes,
you would have to kind of edit out the hat on one, or just the hat, change the color of it, and then flatten it again. Like it's just not as seamless. It involves you uploading that image 2 times.
Yes.
And, you know, being able to like really manipulate it. So it just takes a little bit more. If you guys are interested in learning more about manipulating files, let us know and we could maybe try to do some of that today, or, you know, save it for another training or anything like that.
And that is one thing, let me be clear. There are, as my grandmother used to say, 10 ways to skin a cat.
Yes.
There are so many ways that you can work around and do things. And yes, you can edit and manipulate it if you are working in Design Space. There are a lot more steps than, let's say, if you were pulling it into Adobe Illustrator or whatever. That is advanced level stuff. And if you all are interested, I can quickly show you how to do that. But I don't want to get everyone so confused that they don't understand what's going on.
Yes.
So that might be a good example with just the hat, just changing the color of the hat. So I'll go ahead and download it. But let's get out of the print and cut section and let's just go to the new section. And here you're going to be able to find PNGs and SVGs. So here is a really good example. Our shears. If we download this one, double click it, it does come in. You can see here it comes in as a folder. You can tell by this little blue folder. So to be able to upload it into Design Space, you do have to double click that and open it up. And now you can see that there is a shears.png and a shears.svg. Okay? Shears.png and an SVG. So if you are wanting to cut that out, you're definitely going to want to make sure that you choose the SVG version. Okay? That's what I would say about 90% of our files are. You're going to have your PNG and SVG version unless it is specifically a print and cut image. Like I said, the reason that there would be just a print and cut image is because it has all of those details. And like, for example, this mermaid here, she has like watercolor hair. That's beautiful. Like, I love her little watercolor hair. We're not gonna get that type of detail with vinyl.
Yep.
We're just not. We're not gonna get that type of detail with vinyl. And sometimes when we are using vinyl and we want to do smaller or more detailed images, we just don't get that because we have single color vinyl. That's just how it is. So sometimes certain files do work better as print and cut files, okay?
Love it.
So, I mean, y'all, look at all of these files. First of all, if you are not a member of Maker's Gonna Learn, I mean, our files, first of all, we have thousands, over 15,000 cut
there's
files.
So many.
Number one, that you get commercial license for. Number two, I feel like our files are pretty bomb and we can really like we have a lot of good basic files that you can use for so many different projects. So first, I think you all definitely need to jump on yearly membership, number one. We did have a question. Nancy said, an SVG can become a PNG, right? Yes, Nancy. An SVG can become a PNG in Cricut Design Space, but a PNG, the outline of a PNG can become a cut file the same, but you don't get as much detail. I think we just need to go into Design Space and show you exactly what we
can start
mean.
showing you guys a little bit visuals of what happens with what file, just so that you guys can start getting a little more clarity on what you're wanting, okay?
So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Upload Image, and then we are going to browse. We'll go to our downloads. Here, let's go to, actually, I'm gonna just go to my Finder. Y'all, this is my favorite way to drag and drop images. So, let's start with SVG to PNG because I think that's gonna be the easiest. I think it's gonna be the easiest to start with. So we're dragging and dropping our shears, SVG shears, into Cricut Design Space. And you can see because it is an SVG, we do not even get the option for a print and cut image, okay? It's just a cut image. So we're gonna go to upload, choose that, add it to Canvas, okay? Here you can see we have our SVG added to Canvas. It is 2 different colors, so you can choose the 2 different colors here. Now this is one of the things that I love about an SVG is you can easily manipulate the colors of an SVG and make them the colors that you want and then turn it into a print and cut image. So let's say we didn't want this color here. We wanted, I don't know, pink. And then we wanted a different color pink, like a darker pink over here. I don't know. Okay, so we wanted 2-tone pink shears. You can do that on an SVG. You can't on a PNG that's already been pulled into Design Space. Now, to turn this SVG into a PNG, what you would do is you would just hit flatten. So you see how it got rid of those black lines? So that just means now you're gonna have to print it. However, I want you all to look, especially look in the center here of these shears. This is still going to cut out, even though you're gonna print it on your printer and you're gonna cut it on your Cricut, it's still gonna cut out this hole in the middle and it's gonna cut this portion away from that portion. So all of these 3 pieces are all going to be separate.
Love it.
So what you have to do is we're gonna go back, we're just gonna go back, we're gonna unflatten it, just hit back, back, back. It is now back to a basic cut, okay? We're going to select it. You're going to add an offset as large or as small as you want, doesn't matter. You're going to apply, and now you can see you have an offset, and that's going to cut where the black is, okay? But you're not done. You then have to select it all and flatten it back together, and now you have a sticker with the black outline, and now the Cricut is only gonna cut where the black is, and these shears are all going to be one single cut, okay? So Sabrina asked, so you have to flatten before you can print. Yes, if you are wanting to print something and it is in Design Space. Now, if it's already a PNG file, so if it's already a printable file, you do not have to flatten it. You're not even gonna have the option to flatten it. Only if it is an SVG and you are manipulating the colors of an SVG do you have to flatten it together, okay? So Carol also brought up a good point. You do need to, you can and should always check your operations. So we're just gonna go back here. So if we just looking at the shears, okay? If you go to your operations, it says basic cut. Now, you can hit flatten here, or if you do want to work in your operations panel, you can change it from a basic cut and then come down here to print and cut, and that flattens it as well, okay? So you can use this flatten button down here, or you can change it from a print and cut to a basic cut and back, okay? So that also makes it a printable image. Did y'all know that?
Ooh.
Now, and it turned it back to green. I liked the pink. I want to go back to the pink. So one other thing you need to be aware of, okay? Another thing that you need to be aware of. So let's say we flatten an image, we flatten an SVG, and then let's get rid of this offset, and we're deciding we want an offset. We've got it selected. We know it's a printable image. It's amazing. We're gonna go ahead and add our offset, and we're thinking, oh, yep, we're ready to go. Hold on, let me go. Remind me tomorrow. We're ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna go to make it. We don't wanna save it, but we're gonna go. But what just happened?
Right.
Why is my black on a different page from my pink? It's not supposed to be. That's because although you added an offset, if there are multiple layers to your printed image, you do have to flatten it together. So let me just pull in one more thing just to show you guys. Let's do the stars. We're gonna add these to canvas. We're gonna flatten them. Actually, it doesn't give me the option to flatten. We'll change it to a print and cut. And we want, I don't know, the cute little stars up here next to our shears, right? Mm-hmm. So if we wanted all of this together, we look over here, they all said that they're print and cut, right?
Right.
But, or let's just say we want them on top.
Yeah.
It all shows that they're print and cut, so I should be able to print it and cut it the way it is on my canvas. That's not the case. You still have to, what we like to do is click this, drag it, and drop, make sure you pull this square over every single piece of the image, okay? Mm-hmm. And then you come over here to flatten. Now, it's not changed anything. It still looks the same, but now when we go to make it, it's all together.
Beautiful.
It's all one piece.
Now, Lauren, can you unflatten something?
Great question. Donna says, I'm lost with flattening. Donna, let me know what you're lost on, because I want to make sure we all are together.
Yeah.
Because this is a very important part of learning and truly mastering Design Space is the flatten portion, because a lot of times we want to create something, but maybe we don't have that color vinyl, or maybe it's not sticking well, or I don't know. Flatten is a very, very important function that we need to understand.
Yes,
okay?
When you can understand flatten, you're going to be able to become a print then cut expert.
Yes. So, first of all, before Donna explains what she's lost with, because I really want to make sure we're all on the same page, okay? You can unflatten. Flatten is not a permanent thing. If you want to go back, you can right here with unflatten, and now they're all three separate again.
Yeah.
Okay? So, I want you guys to think of it as, yes, I see that. I will get there in just a second, because I think we need to really focus on this right now. But I think that's a good question. The tea with Miss P. Do not think that I did not see that. So yes, and Paula took the words right out of my mouth. What I want you guys to realize, and I want to go to one. So I want you to think of it as a sandwich right now. We have our offset, or our black layer at the bottom. We have our shears in the middle, and we have our stars on the top. Okay, so we've got three levels or three layers. Now, go back to Design Space. What we're doing when we are flattening is we are taking all three of these layers, and you can see them over here. We have our offset layer, we have our shears layer, and we have our stars. Okay? What we are doing when we flatten is we are making that one layer. We are taking that and we are making it one single layer. Now, we've had people ask, what's the difference between flatten and attach? That is a good question. So let's go back and let me just show you. So here we have our three separate layers, right? We're gonna bring them back together. And let's just say, I think attach is the right thing to do. So we're gonna grab this, we're gonna attach it, and then we're gonna go to make it.
Look, you got the same.
You got the same result.
It's a very interesting.
It is.
Yeah. I'm trying to think
how
of
to
scenarios.
Really explain it.
The one cool thing, let's just explain it this way. One of the things that flatten will automatically take care of for you is that when you flatten an image, it could be any walk of life image. So it could be a basic cut image that you automatically set to your specific colors, codes, all of that, right?
Yeah.
And you want to flatten it. Now, I am not sure, this is a question and I don't think we need to explore it, is if the stars were set to be a basic cut feature, actually move that to a basic cut feature and put that there, then attach. So what would happen?
Okay, I know what's gonna happen.
Okay, let's see it. Let's see it.
Okay, what's gonna happen is it's going to attach and look exactly the same.
Yes, but
okay? The difference, if we had a basic cut and not a print and cut, when we go to make it, what's gonna happen is our scissors and our offset is still gonna be a print and cut, but do you see this black line around this? So what's gonna happen is it's going to cut out along the outside here of the scissors, but then it's gonna go in and cut out each individual star.
But it's not going to print yellow.
No.
Because it's a basic cut.
Yes.
It's a basic cut. So why you will not be attaching is what if you forgot to assign your basic cut image to be the print and then cut, right?
Yes.
That is why attach is the wrong thought of the tool to use. When we are talking in the terms of print and then cut, it is always going to be automatic flatten.
Yes.
There is no attach, there is no unite, there's none of that. It is, for most parts, flatten.
Yes.
I hope y'all are picking up what we're putting down today. Woohoo!
And Ty said it, does attach still cut each piece separate? Yes. So attach will cut all of those, like it'll cut the stars separate, but flatten makes them one image.
Yep.
Here, so that it just cuts out around the very edge of everything. Now there's not an offset on the stars, so it would stop at this offset and like cut around and then back down. So that is the difference between attach and flatten. Flatten makes it one printable image, cuts on the outside. And one thing that I really like to, especially when I'm working with print and cut images, I like to turn either this grid on or full grid, because now you can see and know whatever you can see the grid through is what Cricut is going to cut out.
Yep.
Okay? So, there was also someone that asked, go scroll up. They were asking about, oh, that's it, go back down. Someone asked, what are the layer requirements to be able to contour? I think that is a really good question, and we're gonna get there.
Ooh, love that.
So I think this is gonna be a really good segue into working with SVGs, okay? So let's go back to our upload section and let's go to view all. I'm just gonna search some files that we have, and we're gonna talk about manipulating SVGs, okay? I like this guy. We're gonna add that guy to Canvas. Also, this is new. The way that Cricut does this is new. We're going to, oh, this walking in a winter wonderland is another great thing to show this with. Add to Canvas. Okay, so let's go to Canvas. Yes, Christina, you will be able to go back and rewatch this video on YouTube. Absolutely. Sheila says contouring is where I get confused. No fear, friend. That's what we're here for. So let's talk about SVGs and let's talk about contouring, okay? So contour, go back to camera 1 if we're not there yet. Contour is a feature that is only going to be available if you are working with an SVG file, okay? It is not going to be available with a PNG file, okay? So let's go back to our uploads and I'm gonna show you an example. We'll just use this image because I know that it is a PNG. So this image, you can see over here, it is one layer by itself. And you can see we have it selected, but the contour is not available, okay? That is because this is a PNG image or a printable image. So if it is a PNG, just know that it is not, you cannot contour.
And one thing I just want to point out, since you cannot contour those, you would do the contouring in that cleanup area when you're importing the file in.
And we can show you how to do that in a minute too.
Yes.
But we're just going over basics right now. Let's see, I can't remember how to make things. Okay. So, if you are, let's just say, I don't know, we'll work with the disco ball. Maybe you like the shape, but you don't want it to be a disco ball. You want it to be a Christmas ornament. And you want to get rid of all of these squares on the inside, right?
Love it.
So, what you are going to do, okay. Yeah, I see that. Okay. This is great. I'm so glad that I picked this file.
Tell us.
Because most people would say, oh, I'm going to select that. I know it's an SVG. I'm going to go to contour. Where is my contour? Why is my contour not showing up?
Right.
Okay. First thing is because you can see here, these are all separate and grouped together. So really and truly, what you can do, if let's say you don't like the stars, did you guys know that although this is one SVG image, if it has it in different, I guess like little micro layers here, you don't have to necessarily contour. Like if you wanted to get rid of the stars, look guys, I'm just gonna click this star, delete. Click that star, I want to keep those stars. Delete.
And what I like to do in that case is I prefer to just hide the layer instead of delete it, because you can always bring it back if you're working with it. Depends on what you may need and what you don't, but you could do either or. So you could hide the layer or delete the layer, and that's totally free game. That's the value of working with SVGs, to have that flexibility.
Yes. So there are a couple things that you can do. If you can delete out if you don't want it. You can hide the layer here with the little eyeball to the right of it, okay? Hide, unhide, whatever. Or if you want to, you can completely, if you go up here to right under the word layers, you can ungroup, and now they're all their own layer, okay? So you could even move this star down here, or this one here. Like you could really manipulate it and make it the way that you want to. Just know that not all files are the exact same, okay? So let's go to one. I'm gonna say that one more time, and I really want you guys to take this in, okay? Not all files are the exact same. So you may think, oh, well, the walking in a winter wonderland, there's so many different things going on. We're gonna have different layers. No, you have to kind of be aware of what the file looks like on your layers panel and then go from there, okay?
Love it.
So back to Design Space. Remember, we wanted this disco ball just to be an ornament. We wanted to make it an ornament. We don't need a disco ball, we want an ornament, okay? So what I'm gonna do here where it has disco ball, we're gonna click that. Oh wait, my contour is there. I can do it now. So we're gonna click contour, and you can either go in and remove all of those things if you want to. Maybe you wanna leave this at the top, or if you wanna hide all contours, that's just gonna give you the outline of your shape, okay? So we can go back to contour. The file is still the same. And if we wanted the disco ball, we could come back in here and add everything or show all contours, whatever. I think I want to keep this up here, but I just want to contour out all of this.
And for paper crafters, I think it's really cool if you wanted to like duplicate this layer and then do a like hide it so you have like that background so it has a base layer. Like there's different things when it comes to contour that you have flexibility to do with SVGs, especially if you're a scrapbooker, a paper crafter, things like that.
Yes. So we've contoured out all of this. Also, another thing, guys, if there are small layers, did you know you can zoom in on the hide contour layer?
I love that.
I feel like a lot of people don't know or realize that you can do that, but you can.
Love it.
So anyway. Ooh, what just happened? Okay, beautiful. So now we have something that looks like an ornament.
Yay!
And now you could come in here and add a name or whatever, and you could start layering your SVG. Or maybe you wanted to add a text. I don't know. We'll go to systems. Y'all used Essence yesterday. Let's just scroll and pick one. Oh, athlete is a cool new one that we have. I know it's past Christmas now, but you know what? We're gonna...
Why not keep it going?
Yeah. And then what you could do... I mean, clearly, guys, I would do a lot of work to this. This is just to show you guys. Maybe you decided, yeah, you know what? I just want this to be a printable image. I don't know. What do? Come in here and you flatten it.
Beautiful.
And now you have a printable image.
So good.
Okay? So, now let's go over to our Walking in a Winter Wonderland, because this file is, we've talked about it on another live before. It's from one of our OG collections. Still a all-time favorite here at Maker's Gonna Learn. I'm gonna move this over and move this here and make it larger. Okay.
I'm seeing so much good response in the comments, so thank you guys so much. I just want to remind you, if you're not a member and have access to all these files, what are you waiting for? Say yes to your membership. Let us mail you our 30-day workbook. Let us mail you the Craft Hack Handbook for free.
Yep.
You have until the end of the year to grab it before it all goes away. Use the coupon code 75OFF at checkout.
And y'all, if you feel like you've been learning a lot in today's life, which we have talked about a lot, imagine how much we put into our 30 days to master your Cricut, where we go super in depth with this.
Totally.
And I mean, we put our heart and soul, or we put so much into our YouTube account and these videos to bring you guys content, but we put everything else that we have, everything we have into our membership and our courses. So,
totally.
I mean, it's really worth it, okay? So, let's say you wanted to cut this out, and this is an instance, I actually did this. I was like, this is so super pretty, but like these dots, I love them, but it's gonna get lost. Like if I go to try to cut this on permanent vinyl and I wanted to make it as small as I was wanting to make it, like these dots are gonna get lost, okay?
Yeah.
So to get rid of those, once again, like I said, all cut files, not all cut files, but you have to be aware of how your cut files are put together, because in the design process, we're not going to go into that, but there's a lot of different things that we do in the design process of files. But so you can see on our layers panel, this is just one layer because it's all one thing. So if you wanted to get rid of, let's say, these little dots, you're just gonna go to contour and you are going to click those little dots. Now, you can physically click all of them, or another thing that I didn't show you is you guys can scroll down over here. You can see all these little tiny layers. That's the big dot there. Oh, that's the eye. Don't know, that's the other eye. Not really. Oh, those are the two over there. I think we're just going to zoom in. And we're just going to click these little dots here, get rid of them.
And I will tell you guys, for us, our mouse is so large to help you guys see it on the show. You should have a lot easier job like clicking than sometimes you'll see us do.
Yeah, for sure. So now, why is it not letting me scroll down?
Oh. Sometimes it gets a little crazy.
Anyway, we'll just do those. So you could see I contoured out the dots around here and here. It wasn't letting me scroll down to contour these out. So just so you know, you can contour out certain pieces and let's say bring it back. Let's say we just wanted the words. I don't know. Let's try. Did I get rid of that one? Yeah. Anyway, So let's say if we just want the words, we can get rid of those. Y'all, I can't get rid of these dots. I can't zoom in. Oh, there was one of them. But I think you all get the gist.
Yes.
Is you can contour out what you don't want, but don't think that it doesn't go anywhere. It does. You can bring it back later if you need to.
Beautiful.
Okay. Did we have any other questions?
Sabrina says, I didn't realize you could click on the pic itself to contour.
Yes.
I would try to use the bar on the side with all those pieces, trying to figure out what it was. Thanks, Lauren. You all are awesome.
Yes.
Yay. Yeah, zooming in is key. So I think a lot of you are like really learning so much. I've been taking so many screenshots, Lauren, throughout this episode and show. I mean, Donna says, Maker's Gonna Learn membership changed my crafting my crafting to professional. Robin says, so glad I've joined Maker's Gonna Learn. So much helpful and great info. So good. So good. We love it.
Yes. So I think this is the most anticipated and waited for portion.
Yep.
I'm going to show you guys how you can have a workaround and manipulate some PNG files. Now, not all PNG files are going to be easy to manipulate or really even attainable in Design Space. Some of them are going to be easier. Some of them are going to be harder if you want to. So, yes, BJ, you can only contour one layer at a time. If it is all separate layers, that contour button is not going to be there.
Yes, and so, Patty, she asked, can members print in the book? Yes, Patty, if you're a member, you can go to the member resource library and see we have so many resources and even more coming in the new year.
Let's just go ahead and hop over there and show you where to find that.
Love it.
If you are a member and you want access, first of all, if you sign up for Maker's Gonna Learn and you are waiting for your book, you don't have to wait for your physical copy of your book. It's amazing that we are sending you a physical copy, but you get instant access to the 30 Days to Master Your Cricut here on our dashboard. So you can see what we've done is we've signed in and I've clicked here on the dashboard. You can go to your resources, and in your resource library, you are going to find so many different things. Puff Final reference sheet, Cricut card sizes, all these different resources you are going to get access to. Our Cricut reference guide is absolutely amazing. But your 30 Days to Master Your Cricut is going to be found here. What you're going to do is you can just open that up, and guys, you can print it yourself at home.
So good.
You can. I love it.
Love it.
And you can see here is just a quick overview of what we talk about. Here is your table of contents.
Every single one of those comes with a video. So if you go to that table of contents, will you go back to it?
Yeah.
See if you can click on different, so it's all clickable. So you can click on how to weed, and it'll take you straight to that training. So you could use this as a virtual guide. You can print it out. You could just use the digital one. It's really handy. And just to let you guys know, when you're a member, every single one of these is a video training.
Yes.
So let's just talk about it. Like
You'll learn something new every day. I didn't know you could click on that and it takes you right to the thing.
There's no ads. Yeah, there's no ads. There's no chatter. It's just meat. It is just the meat of our training and our curriculum, which is so fun.
Yes. So that's just my quick spiel on that. Let's go back to Design Space. And this is going to be, like I said, probably the most anticipated portion of the training, where we are going to talk about how you can manipulate PNGs, okay? Now, once again, I am going to preface everything. I said it earlier, I'm going to say it again. Not all PNGs are going to be easy to manipulate or even worth your time, okay? So, I said I was going to do the gnome, and that's the one I'm going to do. We're going to upload an image. Once again, guys, you know I like to go to my Finder and drag and drop. So here is the gnome PNG. We're pulling it in, we're dropping, okay? With this one, we want to upload it as a complex image, okay? And then we're gonna click continue. Now, this is the portion where you have to know which part of this gnome you want to change the color or manipulate.
Right.
Okay? So maybe you don't like the fact that the gnome has a different color hat than his shoes. Maybe you wanted his hat and his shoes together. Okay? So what you're going to do is you are going to manually, you're going to click, with this one, you're going to want to click select, and then you're going to click on the color that we don't want. Okay? And we don't want the green shoes either. So we've gotten rid of the shoes and the hat. And y'all, he looks like a funny little gnome. He is a funny little man. Okay? So those are the two colors that we want to change, or those are the two things that we want to change the colors, right?
Right.
So we've gotten rid of those. Now we're going to click apply and continue. We still want it to be, this portion at least, to be a print and cut image. So we're going to select print and cut, and we're going to upload. But we're still not done, okay? Because we got rid of the hat and the shoes, we have to put the hat and shoes back. So we're going to have to go back to upload image, okay? From our Finder, we're dragging and dropping again, still going with complex. We're going to click continue. And y'all, this is something that you're probably going to need to go back and rewatch. So now we're going to get rid of everything else other than his hat and shoes. So we're going to get rid of his gloves. We're going to get rid of his face. We're going to get rid of his nose. We're going to get rid of his eyes. We're going to get rid of the rest of his body. Okay? Now, let me zoom out. Now you can see we have the hat and the shoes, or so we think. One thing that you must do, and I feel like this is a must, if you are manipulating a file this way, is go to preview cut image. Because look, do you see all this little stuff here? If we were to, we don't need all of this. So what I like to do then is go to my erase tool. For this one, it's okay to move it up, and we're just going to erase all these little stragglers. Okay? We're just getting rid of all the stragglers here because we don't want them. We don't want those little extra guys. We don't need them. So now that they're done, we can go to hide cut image. And now we see we just have the hat and the shoes. Now I want to make sure I don't accidentally erase that. Now what we're going to do is go to apply and continue. And this is where it is the most important, okay? We don't want the print and cut image because then you're still going to get the green shoes and the blue hat. You want to go to your cut image and upload that, okay? So now we have the gnome who is still a print and cut guy, but his hat and shoes are an SVG. Okay, so now we're going to add both of these to our canvas. Okay, stay with me, stay with me. We're going to size both of these guys down together. Now this is going to come in bigger because it was a print and cut. So what we're going to do is we're just going to size it down to where he's going to fit, and that's too small. Size it up. And I think it was like right there. And you know what? Let's zoom in.
Yeah, I was about to be like,
I always work from there. So what you're going to do is you're just going to size it up to where it fits beautifully on your gnome.
Yep.
Okay. And I feel like, was his hat like that before, like chopped off at the edge?
Someone says that you erased the tip of the hat, which is fine. This is a good example.
Okay, so that, I did not realize that I did that.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
But this is still such a great example of how you could do it with any
I didn't see that,
file.
But I see that I did that now.
Yeah.
So if that happens, unfortunately, what you have to do is you have to go back to upload.
And just re-upload it
And you
again.
have to re-upload it again.
Yep.
Okay, so let's go back to our canvas. We're going to cancel this out. So now that we have this here, we can now change our color to whatever color we want. It really doesn't matter. You can go to your advanced settings, change it to closer to his gloves. So you can do it that way. Now, if you still want his hat and shoes to be different, what I would do is I would duplicate, and you can duplicate. And guys, if you hear me say to do something, but you don't see me do it on the screen, please call me out for it because I'm very bad at using shortcut keys. But to duplicate, this button right here is the duplicate button. Or you can see there that there is a shortcut key, and that's what I always use is Command D, and it duplicates it. Or you can click that button right there. So still yet, if you wanted your hat and shoes to be separate, I highly suggest duplicating your file, contour. This one we're going to contour out the feet, so we just have the hat. And this one we're going to contour out the hat, so we just have the feet. And now we have our shoes separate from our hat. And y'all, that's it. And I mean, honestly, having that in your back pocket, knowing that you can do that, is so handy when it comes to really creating and manipulating things the way that you want it. Okay? So,
look at that fun gnome.
I know. Now, if you do want him to print out together, you do have to make sure that you select all of this and flatten him back together, okay? And now he is one print and cut image, which I've done a little oopsie. I would for sure zoom in because you can see I have a little bit of a cut here. If for some reason I hadn't noticed that, I thought I flattened it together. Unflatten. Your Cricut would cut that, so I'm just going to move that up and send it back behind him. And then there you go. We're going to flatten it back together.
Beautiful.
And now, when I go to make it, he is one image.
Love it. Now, guys, do you all see how it takes a little bit of time, a little bit of love, a little bit of patience to take and manipulate a PNG file and make something your own, right? Like it takes just a little bit of time, energy, effort to be able to do that. And then you would be able to print that out, you'd be able to cut that out, and it would be good to go. Congratulations, y'all. You have learned so much. So
yes,
good.
Melissa says finding and using a hex code also makes it easier.
Yep.
It is, we have, that is one of our, I guess, little secrets that we're not, it's not a secret, but you can actually get a hex code add-on to your web browser so that you can hover over any color you want and figure out what actual hex code that is. That way, when it comes to designing, if you see a color you want, you can get the hex code and get that exact color.
Yep. Love it, love it, love it. Glenda, if you may be tuning in a little bit later, my friend, this is primarily for, we had a question about PNG files and how we can manipulate those as well. Most makers gonna learn files do come as SVG as long as you're working outside of the print and cut category, but this training was for anyone with PNG files. They're wanting to give a little more customization and things like that. So fun, so good.
And one other thing before I go back over to Tanner, I did download this file, or I did for a reason, because I wanted to show you guys that just because it says it's a PNG, if every piece is separate, you can still use it or upload it as an SVG. And what I wanted to really show you guys, and I think it's, so it's the seashell birthday crown. It is a PNG. So I'm gonna download this here. We're gonna go back to, but you see how like it has like these super cool like watercolor, like nebula look to it. Like I said, this is not something that you can get with vinyl. So if you want this exact look, it has to be a PNG if you want those exact colors. But y'all, because all of these are separate, we can go to apply and continue. And if I wanted to just use that as a basic cut, look, you pretty much have the exact same thing just without those like cool watercolor effects. and you can choose cut image and just use that as a cut image and then manipulate those colors. Whoa, that was huge. I just want it to be about this big. And then, like I did with the gnomes, you can duplicate and change all of these, like contour certain pieces out and change the colors.
Yep. You just have to duplicate and then attach them or flatten them and things like that. So good.
Yes.
So good. So many amazing skills being picked up today. Here's what I want to know in the comments. What was your favorite part you learned today? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to reflect and I'm going to say something I learned, and just an interesting thought that I learned was about the attach versus flatten, and kind of like thinking through that. Lauren, what was your favorite?
I think it was probably
the PDF clickable, the clickable PDF.
Yes, it was the clickable PDF, for sure.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we love that. Christina, we do not have a browser, that we recommend. You can literally Google it.
Yes, that's what I did, was just Googled it.
I will say, be sure to use, in my opinion, Google Chrome is the best browser because they have the extension. So there's like an extension store, and you could just put like hex code in things like that. So much fun. A lot of people are loving all the contouring, specifically the manipulating, the gnome. Yay, Casey just got her ticket for Makeathon. Y'all, these Makeathon tickets are going quick.
One thing that I really want to know from you guys is today was not a project focused live.
But now you can take that skill and apply it to so many projects.
Did you guys enjoy just us talking through a lot of problems together? Like, I really like your thoughts and opinions on that, because I enjoy these types of teaching lives, but that's just the teacher in me. Yeah. Like, I could stand up here and teach for hours.
Totally.
So I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that.
Yeah, love it. I learned a lot about attach versus flatten. Never understood contour, but now I do. Go Donna, congratulations. I love being able to go deeper in some of these, I want to say like more nitty gritty elements of the process to make sure that you guys are taken care of. Now, to make sure you guys are aware, we are giving away a $100 Amazon gift card just for commenting today, just for being present. Whether you're watching the replay or the live, you can comment to enter and win. So much fun. I just want to invite you guys to say yes to the year membership. Like, you really just want to say yes, join so that we can hook you up with the Master Your Cricut Challenge, the brand new Craft Hack Handbook launching in 2024. Your free gift if you join from today until the end of the year. Super, super fun. When you say yes to any of our additional programs, Sadie's go drop the link to our Craft Hack Handbook page if you're interested in getting that course and book combo, mailed to you book, live course curriculum. That is going to be available for free if you purchase any of our programs. So that could be Makers University. That could be the Maker's Gonna Sublimate. Membership, Makeathon, year membership specifically, Makeathon ticket, any of our programs over $97, okay? Some people have asked, Tanner, what if I have everything? What we have done is we have given you the Craft Hack Handbook available at 50% off. So click that Craft Hack Handbook page and you're going to see that availability. All right.
Now, we did have a friend ask us, can we explain the membership and the cost of the membership? So what we offer here at Maker's Gonna Learn, we do have our crafting membership where we bring you brand new files, fonts, and things every month.
Commercial use license, courses on demand. I think there's 60 plus craft classes similar to this that are all exclusive to membership, which are like amazing advanced craft classes.
And there are a couple different ways that you can join the membership. Honestly, the absolute best way to join the membership right now is going yearly. Number one, you're gonna get the savings and you're gonna save so much money. It is our lowest price of the year. You use code 75OFF, 75 off. But when you jump in on that yearly membership now, you also secure your spot. You secure your Craft Hack Handbook. You get the 30 Days to Master Your Cricut workbook sent to you, plus you secure your spot for this. But we all know and understand that sometimes it's not in the cards for us.
Right.
You can join monthly. It's still an amazing deal.
Amazing deal. You get to spread it out over the whole course of the year. And it's just more, easily to digestible rather than that in your budget, which is super, super fun. You still get access to everything, which is incredible. Now, I did want to let you guys know, if you are a member and you want the Craft Tech Handbook for free, you can extend your membership. So Sadie will drop that red dot, and that's your extension. If you have any questions regarding any of this, customer care is working around the clock. So shoot us an email, hi@makersgonnalearn.com. We love it. Congratulations, Karen. Joined Design Make Sell. So fun. Best membership I ever joined. Go, Tara. Love every type of teaching you do. Go, Jill. Love it. Claudia says, I love Tanner made a comment once that doing something is better than doing nothing. Aw, thanks, Claudia. I love that.
Yep.
So fun. So fun. Colette, you can just go to your dashboard and you'll see if there's a dot underneath the date, that means we're live that day.
There's something going on.
Yeah, so you can click on it. It'll give you a direct link to it.
Yes.
So yay. Linda says, I signed up yesterday for Makers Gonna Sublimate. Will I get the Craft Tech Handbook? Yes, Linda. Congratulations. And again, all of our deals, all of these deals do go away at the end of the week. So be sure to go and grab it while you can. Whether you want Makers Gonna Sublimate, Maker U, Make-a-thon, membership, any of those. So much fun. So good.
I'm so glad to hear that you all are learning and expanding, especially about SVGs and PNGs. That was my biggest thing today is I wanted to walk away feeling like I have taught something, and y'all, I feel that way. I definitely feel that way.
Cindy says, so if I extend my membership, I get the handbook. Yes, Cindy, you sure do. Love it, love it, love it. So good. Does the membership have anything on the financial business of that? No. We save that for Inner Circle Design Make Sell. Sadie can drop you a link for that to learn more. That is our business teaching, our business coaching side of the business. So it's very hands-on with our community manager, myself, and our entire team, which is so much fun. Love it, love it, love it. So good.
Okay.
Yay.
I was just making sure that we got all the questions answered.
Be sure to let us know if you all have any questions. Debbie says, so I signed up earlier for the pre-order and just got the mystery box. Would I get the book? So Debbie, if you purchased it during the Black Friday promo or this promo, it's based on what day you purchased. If you purchased it outside of those windows, no. But if you purchase something this week inside the windows, you do get it. So you can extend your membership, you can buy the Craft Tech Handbook or any program that you're missing to claim a free Craft Tech Handbook. Isn't that so fun? We love doing this as just a free gift for you guys. So good. Love it, love it, love it. Yay. Yes, so fun. Now tomorrow, we're diving into the do's and don'ts of paper crafting.
Yes.
Y'all just better buckle up. It is going to be so good. There's a banner being created. You're going to learn. I think making a banner is such a practical element. So it's going to be really fun.
And it's such a quick and easy thing to do if you are wanting to take, like a little gathering or a birthday party or like a, there are so many different things you can, and it takes it from here to here. Like it brings it up a level, and it's just paper.
Yeah. Greg and Missy says, if we asked a question you didn't get to, do you go back over the feed and answer those? No, there isn't a way to do that. The best way to get customized one-on-one support isn't actually in the chat. It's actually emailing us, hi@makersgonnalearn.com. This community and this thread is more for conversing with each other, and we try to answer as many questions as possible, but there's a lot of newbies, right? A lot of fun questions. So good.
If you all, and once again, we're just going to reiterate, if you all have like specific questions about your membership, about
your account,
about what you just paid for, all of this stuff, make sure you email hi@makersgonnalearn.com.
A lot of people are like, wait, do I have this program? Do I not? You can just email us. And we'll help you out. So,
email customer service.
Woohoo! Now, again, comment on today's video, whether you're watching replay or live today. By 10 a.m. tomorrow, we will announce the winner at the top of the show tomorrow for a $100 Amazon gift card. Be sure to mark your calendar, 7 p.m. Eastern on the 31st, New Year's Eve, 7 to 10 p.m. We have live giveaways, $1,000 to someone live and present.
I'm still like, my mind's still blown that we're giving away $1,000.
So much fun. Now, what you need to do is come back tomorrow, 1:30 p.m., Friday, 1:30 p.m., Saturday we'll have a break, and then finish out the year together strong at the New Year's Eve event. All right, my friends, thank you so much. We cannot wait to see you back here tomorrow,
where we're going to tell you the do's and don'ts of paper crafting.
Sounds good. See you tomorrow, guys.
Bye, guys.